My guy is just not feeling it today. I mean, you got the bottle in your mouth. What's there to complain about? Say, hey, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another video. Hey, subscribe to the channel. Hey, do it now. That's all I got to say about that. Happy Monday, beautiful people. It is week 3 of Chicago Marathon Prep. Those 2 pairs of Rokas I was talking about in my last video that I bought, they have arrived. I got the Matador Air, super clean. And then I also got the CPX ones. Separate video coming on both of these pairs. I'm gonna do a review. I got these on sale, both for $180 each. They usually retail for like $230, $240. So quite an investment. You guys will see me start rocking these starting this week. Our house cleaner is downstairs, so your boy's gonna do his talking points from the bedroom today. Oh, no, I did not. Don't tell my wife that I did that. I'm the worst. Of course, she literally just came and cleaned, and I spilled G1M Sport all over the floor. So this is gonna be my second time taking G1M Sport Plus. Took it on my long run on Saturday. Taking it again, I only have 6 today. So we're gonna see how it feels on an easy run. And then I'm gonna give you guys my official review at the end of the week. I didn't think it was fair to give an official review after only taking it 1 time on Saturday. So I wanted to take it a couple times. Oh, I just brushed my teeth too. Oh God, it's not good straight up, so it's definitely not good after you brush your teeth. Oh God. We're gonna take these bad boys out for a spin today. Matador Air is gonna be the weapon of choice, especially with the Hyperion Max 3s. Ooh, I was moving slow that first mile. Friendly reminder, the first mile is a liar. Do not listen to it. It's gonna tell you that you don't feel good and that you should turn around and get your ass back home. You know what we say to that? Fuck you, let's go. Now I'm 2 miles in. Found a groove, feeling good. Let's get these 6. I can tell this heat acclimation is starting to pay off. It says 87 degrees right now. Heart rate hasn't touched over 140. 8:10, 8:20 pace, nice and easy. And I can definitely tell that my body's getting more and more used to this heat, which feels good, and it's ultimately gonna help me on my harder efforts, even when I'm doing them really early in the morning. It's gonna help with the humidity, and it's gonna help when that sun starts to come out. 6 miles in the bank. One thing I wanna be candid about with you guys, and something that I've trained from previous marathon blocks to this marathon block, is I'm taking the ego out in some regards on the strength side. So for example, on the legs, I've been doing legs in my garage every Monday for pretty much this entire prep. Prior to this, in previous blocks, I would still be hitting heavy legs pretty much every single Monday. And a lot of that would be ego involved, where I was like, man, I wanna keep putting up 315, I wanna work up to 405. But is that gonna make me a better runner? No, that's all ego driven. The only thing that's good for is an Instagram story and bragging rights. That's not gonna help me get faster. It's not going to help me recover in time for a lot of these harder efforts that I have going on. So I'm taking the ego out in that regard when it comes to lower body leg strength. And I'm just using what I got here, or I'll go into the gym and use what I got there, but I'm not going heavy legs every single time out on Mondays, because that's just ego driven, and I'm pulling that out of it. This whole build is about doing what's best for the body to get me in the best position possible to run a sub 244. And so in my humble opinion, I think that my legs are recovering significantly faster, and they're ready for that Wednesday turnover because I'm not crushing them. I'm not going to the point where I want to throw up on leg day on Monday. You guys know what I'm talking about. I will get back to heavy legs when I'm outside of a racing block, but there is just no need for that right this minute. Doing something very similar to what I've done the previous 2 weeks. It's just lower body leg strength maintenance. That's all it is. Get in, get out in about 40, 45 minutes or so and call it a day. What's up, people? Happy Tuesday. I have 8 miles on the agenda, 8 easy miles with strides. And one of the things I get asked a lot about on these runs is the shoes that I'm wearing and which shoes I'm wearing for which runs. And I wanted to speak to that a little bit today. So I have 8 easy miles, but I'm throwing strides into the miles. Let's see how many strides it says. Bring up the old Training Peaks. Okay, cool. So I have 8 miles today with 6 20-second strides thrown in. For something like this, today I'm grabbing the Brooks Ghost 17s. I like these for pretty low easy mileage, I would say. I wouldn't do probably one of my long runs in these, but they're also something I feel comfortable picking up the pace in. And when I have something like easy miles with strides, I want something that I can pick up the pace in comfortably and not feel like I'm literally melting into the ground with. And if you've ever worn like a super comfy plush shoe or something that's like a max cushion shoe, that can not be fun to actually have to push pace in. So I want something that's a lot more peppy. This, I wouldn't say this has pop, but it allows me to feel the ground more. And I'm always looking for shoes that I can feel the ground more in if I ever have to pick up the pace. Whereas if I'm just going out like yesterday for an easy 6, I could wear something like a Glycerin Max that's super cushy or something similar. I didn't wear a cushy shoe yesterday. I wore the Hyperion Max 3s yesterday, actually. So the two things that I take into consideration are, one, my mood. My mood always dictates what shoe I'm gonna wear first and foremost. So I wear whatever is most fun for me on that given day. And that is always fluctuating. That's always changing depending on how I'm feeling. Do I want to go a little bit faster? Do I want the run to be a little bit slower? Do I want to feel more like an athlete on the run? All these things kind of come into play. So my mood, first and foremost, determines what I want to run in, because I want to have fun on my runs, right? That's the most important thing. Obviously, training, yes, we want to get the most benefit out of our training that we possibly can. But at the end of the day, running is supposed to be fun. So I'll pick the shoe based off what I'm feeling that day. And 2 is function. Always looking at function too as well. And so that's why I'm going for this today. To be honest, this shoe to me is best for like a cross training type effort. Like for example, if I wanted to run to the gym, lift at the gym, and then run home, I would grab these shoes. I feel really good doing stuff on the turf. If I was doing, sled pushes, sled pulls, anything like that, I would reach for the Ghost 17s. My call with Christian is in about 12 minutes. So I'm gonna take my pre-workout, my G1M Sport Plus right now. I think I have an opinion on this, but before I speak to it on camera, I'm gonna take it one more time today. Definitely by the end of this video, you guys are gonna have my opinion though. Also, before I didn't know exactly what the benefits were of this that are different from G1M Sport. They have the electrolytes, the carbs obviously, the caffeine, and then there's added nootropics, which we've all heard that buzzword nootropics before, which is just supposed to help you cognitively, like lock in, dial in, I guess. Haven't necessarily felt that, but I also have a very high tolerance for stuff like that because I probably drink about 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. Not gonna lie, that's pretty high. So yeah, my tolerance for this stuff is probably a little bit higher than most people. This stuff definitely tastes to me like laundry detergent. I told the Cap C group, it's giving Tide Pod for sure. But I also told them that I would drink gasoline if it made me faster. So taste is not my number one priority. It's in range, but it's definitely not number one.
It's like permanent fire drills. It seems like we could definitely now lean into the marketing side of it a little bit more with the email and maybe social.
Kicking off my 8 miles, and I have decided I'm on Team Matador Air. I think I'm gonna send back the CP1Xs. I have a tiny face. Not all big sunglasses fit me very well, and I feel like those come around the side too much and look like straight up goggles and make me look like an idiot. I like the look and feel of the Matador Airs a lot more, so I'm gonna send back the CP1Xs, and I'm gonna get another pair just like these. Different color though, of course. Let's get these miles. 3 miles in. Not feeling my best today. Taking jaw a little bit early. Gonna wait till we get to mile 4 and then start the strides. run's done, lift's done. The top is popped today. We're going to get a haircut. I usually get my haircut like every 2 weeks. It's actually been 3 weeks, so your boy is in desperate need. I'm feeling a little bit crusty dusty. So we're going to get that cleaned up. It's actually wild what a fresh cut can do for a man's confidence. Leanne working her magic. Once you go skin fade, it's the freshest, but also you gotta go get your haircut every 2 weeks because you'll get a little bit of growth, a little bit of poofiness on the side, and then it's just over at that point. All right, guys, you already know I had to wind down with the pint of Ninja Creamy naturally. We got speed work in the morning, so getting those extra carbs in, you know? I also sent back the Arctic Glacier sunglasses today, the CP1X's, and I just bought a second pair of the Matador Airs. Now hear me out. They are the lightest, cleanest, most beautiful sunglasses I've ever seen in my life. I got the gold frames, and now I got the matte black on black frames. Hands down the best sunglasses I've ever worn in my life. The last 2 days, took them on my runs, and they were incredible. Now I'm eagerly awaiting my second pair, which will come next week. So we may have lost one pair, but we did gain another, and I already know that I love this pair, so I'm super stoked for those to come in next week. Good morning, beautiful people. It is 4:40 in the morning. I'm going to show you the order of operations that I usually do in the mornings prior to the track sessions. So first things first, I fill this with 20 ounces of water, reverse osmosis water, if you know, you know, and electrolytes, and put that down very first thing. Also put a little bit of creatine in here. It's hard to chug water first thing in the morning, but putting the electrolytes in definitely helps out. And it doesn't have to be the whole thing, but I want to just start getting hydrated first and foremost before we do anything else. All right, next thing, we want to get our carbs in so that we can start digesting with plenty of time before we actually hit the track. Don't spill like somehow I managed to do every single time. While I'm eating my cereal, I always get my cup of coffee going as well. And I'll start drinking that right after I eat, but first we want to get those carbs in. As far as putting things into my body, those are the first three: electrolytes, carbs, coffee. And then I will take my pre-workout supplement. So usually that is the Amino Energy. I'm going to give G1M Sport Plus another go today. I think what I want to do is try G1M Sport Plus as I'm going. So almost use it as an intra-run supplement instead of a pre-run supplement. Maybe I'll take like half a scoop before, and I'll take one scoop during. I think that's going to be the strategy.
You got sleep. You got like 6 hours. So what do you shoot for usually?
75 sleep score, 6 hours, 22 minutes. That is not enough. I usually shoot for 7 hours at least before a bigger workout like this. My sleep's been shit lately because my son is sick and my AC in my house is not working correctly and a lot of other things. Excuses, really. I just need to get in bed a little bit earlier. So the goal usually with sleep, especially before bigger workouts, is at least 7. 8 is ideal, but life happens, so we work with what we got. Ideal situation this morning, track all to ourselves. Today we have a 3-mile warm-up at a 5 RPE, easy pace, and then we have 8 repeats. We are doing 400s today. So 8 repeats of 5K pace or a 9 RPE. So that's like 526 to 530-ish range for me. And then we're gonna do a 400 at a float pace, which is gonna be a 730 to 745 pace. So we're going 9 RPE for a 400, and then we're going like 6, 7 RPE for another 400. Repeat that back to back 8 times. After we do that, we're going straight into a 3-mile cool down, and that's gonna be a wrap. We're working on cadence, we're working on turnover today. Gonna be fast, and it's gonna be fun. Let's go. I'm feeling good. Let's go. All right, guys, we just wrapped up 10.12 miles. Perceived effort, I'm gonna say, I always have a tough time with this. I'll say 7. If I'm between 6.6 and 7, I guess I should go up. So I'll go 7. Max heart rate adjusted, 205. Pace was 642, and total time was 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 45 seconds. So I was telling John, I felt incredibly strong today. Really good energy. I mean, this is the first time we came to this track and nobody's out here this morning, so I actually fed off that. It felt good. And also, he had the drone going like right in front of me, and it was basically a little bunny rabbit, so I was chasing it, and that gave me some motivation. But this is the first week I can feel like that turnover getting a little bit more natural, that cadence getting a little bit more natural. That's the beauty of the 400s, because you're turning over a little bit faster than you normally would. I'm starting to feel the speed come back slowly but surely, and this is the first week that it felt a little bit more natural to go fast again. It's been a long time since I've been fast, but we're easing back into it.
How did it compare to last week?
Compared to last week, I can tell that I'm gaining fitness week over week, which is a really badass feeling. Anybody who's been in a marathon prep successfully knows this feeling of like being able to complete a workout the week after and not being able to complete that workout the previous week. So the 400s, it was 526, 524, 519, 524, 525, 524, 502, 523. So all within range, actually below where we wanted to be, which is beautiful. It's showing me that I'm right where I'm supposed to be as far as prep is concerned right now. I'm hitting the paces I need to hit, even a little below that. And then if we look at the rest, which were the float paces, I was supposed to stay in the 730 range. They were 648, 655, 709, 720, 731, 706, 731, 745 for that last one, which is a tick slow, but all the other ones are in range or below. I'm excited for the long run this weekend. Let's have a Wednesday, people. Let's go. Lucky you guys and lucky wifey get to watch the secret recipe behind the Ninja Creamy. Every couple days, I whip up a couple new batches because I eat this every single night. I'm not lying to you guys. I have one every night. Tell them, babe. She's giving thumbs down, but she knows it's a delicious treat. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I make it in like 30 seconds. Let's get these crusty, hard-boiled eggs out of here.
Someone has to eat healthy in this house.
It ain't gonna be you. They can't hear you. Nobody wants your hard-boiled egg recipe. Comment below if you want the hard-boiled egg recipe. Some of these things we measure out, some of these things we give the eye test. Sometimes I will use a mixed berry blend. Today I am not doing that. I'm using strawberries and blueberries, 4 cups of strawberries, 2 cups of blues, and that is the base of our concoction. Next,
sausages?
Oh my God, get out of here. Nobody cares about your hard-boiled eggs and your wieners. I will do 3 cups of coconut milk and then 1 cup of water. And we don't mess with the tap water, we get that reverse osmosis water. The good stuff. So we blend first and let this mix, and then we got 2 more ingredients coming up. That's mixed up. We got, like I said, 2 more ingredients coming in. So first and foremost is your protein powder. I love this right here. This is Truvani. This is a plant-based protein powder, and it is peanut butter flavored. If you don't like peanut butter, you're not gonna like this concoction that I'm working on here. It is pretty much the premier ingredient because this is peanut butter, and we're about to add a couple of scoops of this too. 3 scoops of your protein of choice. This could potentially be a vanilla if you wanted to. Lastly, more peanut butter, baby. So we do 3, I would call that a healthy scoop. 3 healthy scoops of peanut butter. Passes the taste test, and then we pour it into our Ninja Creamy containers. And this gives you 3 very, oh, of course I spelled, 3 very healthy servings of smoothie bowls. And then we freeze them for at least 12 hours. And then they go into the creamy machine. And once they're in the Ninja Creamy machine, what do I run it on? The light ice cream cycle, which is 4 minutes times 2. Secret ingredient. I add a tablespoon of this when I put it into the creamy machine to help it mix. And so it's not quite so solid. Perfect creamy every single time. The reason why I love that little recipe and concoction so much is because it's a big bowl, a whole pint basically of ice cream, and it's 400 calories per serving, which is not a ton based off a whole ass pint of ice cream or smoothie bowl, which is what we like.
Hits every time.
We're gonna take a little bit of inventory of where we are so far in the video. We crushed Monday. We crushed Tuesday. We just crushed Wednesday, speed work. Next would be Thursday. Today is actually Friday, so we're doing some Matrix shit. I'm editing the video. Today's Friday. And I'm realizing I'm already 22 minutes into the video and only have these 3 days. So we're gonna do something different. I'm gonna do a 2-part series to this week, and I'm just gonna add another episode in. I might start doing that moving forward, so we can do 2 episodes per week, potentially. Just an idea. Because again, today's Friday, and I have a lot that I recorded yesterday and today, and it's gonna make this video really fucking long, and I don't wanna do that. I'd rather have 20 to 30 minute episodes and keep it interesting. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna end the video here. Thank you guys for watching another YouTube video. This is part 1 of week 3. We're probably just gonna do a part 2 of week 3 on Sunday or Monday, coming out soon. Hope you guys don't mind, but it's more content, right? If you hate it, let me know in the comments. If you love it, it's another video every week, right? More is better? Yes? No? Let me know. I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I will see you in part 2.